Welcome to my review of the Tango Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Turtle Beach Limited Edition. Yeah! Headsets, which you see in front of you. As you know, I'm a really big fan of, or maybe you don't know, of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Deltas, which I happen to have right here. There you go. Bam! Go in there in the back. So when I heard that they were coming out with a Black Ops 2 version, I was excited because the only knock against the Deltas here is that they're on a 2.4 Wi-Fi's. So if you use any Wi-Fi device, basically they stop popping and scratching and stuff. So that's a really big knock against them. About the only knock against them actually. So when I heard that they're coming out with a newer version with the dual band, so it gets rid of the Wi-Fi's problem, I was sold. So once they went on sale, I picked up a pair which are right in front of you here. So do a quick breakdown. It comes in this handy dandy cardboard box here, which is kind of a step down from the Deltas because Deltas came on this big behemoth plastic like case with all this extra crap, and it's a little bit more bare bones this time, which is not really a knock. I mean, you don't really need the big plastic. I think the plastic thing is actually housing something right now, but it's not housing headsets. Uh, you get miscellaneous wires, which I'm not going to show you because miscellaneous wires are boring. But one odd omission is this wire right here, which came with the Deltas, which is a wired version of the dongle that you also get. But I mean, granted, you probably don't need it. I use it every once in a while when I can't find the dongle. But it's weird that they actually left this out. Let's look at the headsets themselves first. Wait, no, let's look at the base. So here's the base. The base is, as you can see, very similar to the Call of Duty Modern Warfare one, except now that the color scheme is different to fit Black Ops, of course, which is orange and black. You have the Black Ops logo on the side here, and on the back, it's pretty much the same, except now you don't have a power button because the power button's been flipped to the front. Then you have these two new buttons, which are surround sound off and on and surround sound angles. This particular headset has what they call surround sound angles, which when you click on it, it kind of changes the soundscape for you. You can change the positioning of the speakers, which is kind of a neat thing, but more gimmicky if anything. I wasn't really using it all that much. Let's go to the headset themselves, or the cans as the kids call them. And you can see, unlike the cloth of the previous version, this now has this faux leather, which reminds me of an Oldsmobile for some reason. I can't really explain why. And now it's memory foam, you can see there, so it should fit good on your ears. And the faux leather goes up here as well. I'm not really a fan of the faux leather. They feel kind of weird. They make it look kind of cheap. But speaking of cheap, also the plastic seems to be of a lighter grade, maybe. I'm not really sure, but they feel cheaper in your hands. They don't feel as substantial as the Deltas there. Gone are the buttons on the bottom as they are in the Deltas. Now they're on the sides of the headset. You have the Bluetooth controls on one side, and you have like the game presets controls on the other, and this new programmable button here, which you can program, of course, because it's programmable. On the bottom now are the same thing as the Xbox with the Xbox port, and you have this port here which you can hook up to your computer to put your presets, or now you can charge them because there are rechargeable batteries built into these things, which is a good and a bad thing. I personally prefer the actual batteries, so I bought a bunch of rechargeable batteries. I can flip them out in and out. While this one, if your batteries get low, lose juice, you have to actually hook it to something and have them charge the wire charging outside. Also, a weird thing is when you're not using them, you still have to have the headset on for them to completely charge. It's really weird. They should last you about 10 to 12 hours on a single charge, which isn't really bad. I mean, that's a couple of gaming sessions right there. And then the mic, of course, which is has a little branding here, and it's a mic. To tell you the truth, I was very disappointed with these. I feel like they're a step down from the Deltas here. Deltas, they feel better. Personally, I mean, I'm not really a fan of, like I said, I'm not a fan of this faux leather thing. Maybe you like it. I wasn't really digging it. And most important, let's talk about how these things sound. I was actually really disappointed with the sound. I couldn't get any preset to sound the way I liked. At least sound comparable to my Deltas here. They sounded like overly bassy. I mean, I guess if you like bass, I mean, these could be for you. But I couldn't. I want a certain amount of treble or clarity, and that just wasn't there. I couldn't get any presets to get them there. It could be because the memory foams kind of enclose your ears a little bit more than the cloth on these, so there's less background noise. So maybe that's adding some extra bass. I'm not really can't really tell. I mean, sound is very subjective, so I guess you would have to listen to them for yourself. But I just wasn't a fan of the sound. So in conclusion, I can't help but to be disappointed about this overall package. I mean, the actual package is actually a step down. I feel that the feel of the headsets themselves are a step down. It feels more cheap and flimsy compared to the previous iteration. I'm not a fan of this faux leather and the way they feel on your head. I mean, these headsets are just not for me. Maybe you can pick up themselves and maybe you'll like them, but I can't personally recommend them. They are coming out with another iteration of not limited edition, but they're coming out with the XP 510s, which are basically these but without the Call of Duty branding, and I'm hoping they improve the build quality there and at least change these fake leather foams, and maybe I'll check those out, but I have to put a pass on these, unfortunately. Well, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you found it informative, and I will check you in the next video soon. Goodbye.